Hi, my name is Elliot, and I'm with my friend Jeffrey in this story. Little warning, this story is probably disturbing or may be uncomfortable for you. Jeff and I had been friends for almost 15 years now. We grew up in the same neighborhood, and you're probably asking if we ever fell in love. Well, we didn't. We see each other as an unbreakable duo. Anyway, we both applied for our first job at a local mall. But unfortunately, the mall wasn't very busy, so we quit there due to low sales. I suggested to him that we should look in the newspaper for jobs, just like in the old days. So we did, and Jeff found a night shift job at a crematorium. We joked about how everyone was too scared to take a job like this because it was quote-unquote scary, especially at night. So I said, "Let's try it, dude. We're scarier than those ghosts, ha ha," and we laughed. The next day we went to the crematorium, and surprisingly it was very neat and didn't really look like a crematory at all. It actually felt very fancy and looked really beautiful inside. Every place in the crematorium was epic. Even the restrooms made us excited. I told him, "Yo, we're gonna be the best workers here," and he nodded with a smile and giggle. Because we both knew this place wasn't so bad. We were excited to get to work because we had unlimited food and drinks, and there was Wi-Fi and TV too. All we had to do was burn bodies and transfer them to the cremation jars, and that's it. We had been enjoying this job for nearly 2 months, and nothing really spooky happened until one day. It was around 9 p.m., and we were taking a little break. We had 3 bodies left to feed on flames. I was drinking an orange soft drink at the time, and I don't know why I was staring at the 3rd box where the corpse was in. I was just looking at it and daydreaming about random things, while Jeff was watching TV and texting his mom with his back to me. After a few minutes, we decided to get back to work. We carried the boxes carefully to show respect to the dead, because in my culture, we believe in old tales from tribes in the south part of the country. So if someone is dead, we don't joke around or talk about them. We're just very careful of everything because they might come back to haunt us or bring bad luck. We really don't pray for them before cremating them because we really don't know what religion they practiced. I felt like I was hallucinating because I heard a whisper saying, "Pray for me." So I prayed, and I don't even know how. It was like an outside force was controlling me. Jeff couldn't hear me, or maybe he was ignoring me at that moment. After praying, before turning on the start button, I sprinkled holy water after 3 throws. My eyes got big and I dropped the bottle. I looked at Jeff and he asked why, and I told him, "Where did the holy water come from?" Jeff looked surprised and asked, "So this rosary isn't from you?" And he opened his hands, and I was expecting to see his clear palm where the rosary was, but instead we were shocked to see a satanic symbol carved into his palm, and it was bleeding. We both became paralyzed in fear as we didn't know what was happening until we heard our boss. He gave us our bonus salary and brought us food, and he eventually left. We tried to forget about that moment for a while and tried to focus on playing some video games. However, it was kind of hard because Jeff's palm was bleeding as we were playing the game. By now it's around 10:30 p.m., and Jeff and I secretly take naps until 1 a.m. usually, so we must finish this task. When we get back there, we saw the 2nd box opened. I closed it and didn't look properly inside because once I did, I was disgusted and chilled, so I never did again. As we were burning the first body, Jeff started to hallucinate. He's telling me that I'm whispering to him even though I'm not, and I'm 5 feet away from him. Jeff, let's be smart. In all the movies we've watched, we know what's possible and what's impossible. It's just the 2 of us here, and I'm too far to whisper to you, so you know it's not really me. He said this while putting the bandage on his palm and sarcastically smiling because I'm also feeling a chill. We have to wait 1 to 3 hours for the body to turn to ashes. So it's almost 1 a.m. and we still haven't taken a nap yet, so I'm getting cranky. The hell, because we haven't had our nap tonight. We'll surely have more customers later and we'll end up being here all night and day. Jeff tried to calm me down. I look back and the damn 2nd box is open again, and I was mad because I know I closed it. Now I'm really confused. I open the box in half and the body is missing. I screamed and looked at Jeff, and saw him escaping from the window, and I yelled, "Where are you going? Don't leave me here alone." I was so angry and sad at the same time. My tears automatically were flowing. Every time I'm angry, my heart beats so fast, so I just throw anything I see. But this time, I felt betrayed. Jeff shouted, "They're gonna kill us both. If you want to come with me, let's get out of here. Forget that stuff and come on quickly." I ran and closed my eyes till he held my hands and we ran to a convenience store. He bought me some water and we sat inside. I asked him, "The place is gonna burn down. What are you thinking, Jeff?" My face was so near him, I wanted to slap him. "Let it burn down," he said. I was shocked at his answer. He never spoke like this. He always cared and was empathetic, but this time he seemed heartless. I asked him then, "What do you mean they try to kill us?" He replied, "I killed the man in the second box." He was disguising his voice in a female voice, in your voice, and was saying things like, "You killed me, repeatedly in a manipulative, sad voice. I really didn't know what to say, but I believed him. And I know that he'll open up to me since we're close friends, so I asked him, "How? What?" He said, "I was fishing one day with 4 male classmates. I saw him from the back of our wood house, but I ignored him at first. So we decided to make a bonfire and stayed outside and enjoyed the serene nature around us. The lake was so clear and the sky was so beautiful and the stars were luminous. We decided to go and tell stories till we fell asleep. I woke up in the morning alone and it seems they all had left me. I only saw my bag, but also saw Eric's bag, so I felt relieved. As I went to check, a hand grabbed me and it was that guy, and he's naked and he keeps shutting my mouth. In short, he was trying to rape me. There was a little tree beside him, so I let my dark side control me. I smashed his head to the tree, and when he fell down, I grabbed a big rock and dropped it on his head. I wasn't done yet. I cleaned his skull. I removed his organs there and put it in a trash bag to study later on. I didn't hide his body. It was still there when we left. I was surprised by this story. I had no idea about him studying these things. I couldn't move and believe that I'm friends with a psychopath. But instead of staying away or leaving him, I hugged him and cried. I'm not sure why, but that's what I did. That's all I remember for now. Today we live together. He's like my little brother, and I'm helping him to cure his mental disorders. We also started babysitting his niece and nephew and quit our other job. Surprisingly, when our boss came back, he saw nothing but cleanliness.